Hey there, and welcome to From 9 to Thrive. I'm Michele O'Connor, your guide on this fun and slightly rebellious journey to escape the 9 to 5 grind and build a life you actually love. Whether you're stuck in a cubicle dreaming of freedom, running a side hustle, or just wondering if there's more to life than Zoom meetings and office coffee, this podcast is for you. Each week, we'll dive into tips, strategies, and real life stories to help you leave the grind behind and create a business that works for you, not the other way around. And because we don't take ourselves too seriously around here, expect a few laughs along the way. Oh, and every now and then we'll bring on some inspiring guests who've been there, done that, and are here to share their secrets to success. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever fuels your fire. This is From 9 to Thrive, where we're ditching the grind and designing the dream. Let's get started. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Transformational Thursday. Today, we're tackling something I know hits close to home for many of us: burnout. Have you ever felt like you're running on empty, questioning why you even started this side hustle and wondering how to keep moving forward? Well, guess what? You're not alone. And you've come to the right place. We're chatting about real ways to break through burnout, stay motivated when you feel like throwing in the towel, and most importantly, to keep thriving no matter what. Okay, guys, let's jump into this. This is Michele with From 9 to Thrive, and welcome back to another episode of Transformational Thursday. And today we are talking all about how to break through burnout and how to stay motivated when you want to quit. Am I the only one who has ever felt like this is not working and I don't know why I keep doing this to myself? I know I can't be the only one. And so let's walk through how we're going to face this burnout and how to break through and keep ourselves motivated. We're juggling a 9 to 5 and a side hustle, and you know what? That equals burnout. At some point in time, you're going to face burnout. My grand dog, Mr. Coffee, and I are here to help walk you through this. He seems to want to come in and lighten the mood every time I try to do one of these lives. Here's the thing. There is never a point in time when you don't question, what am I doing? You see money that you're spending that you could maybe be saving for something else, or you realize that you just spent 40 hours putting together all of this content and it's not resonating, or you put all of this time in and you launch a course and nobody uses it and nobody buys it. It's just released and it's crickets. I get it. It's very common to have burnout, especially if you're ambitious and you're trying to do things and you're moving forward and you're doing all of these wonderful things. You will experience burnout at some point in time along the journey, but that's okay. Let's just understand what burnout is. Burnout is more than just feeling tired. It can be emotional exhaustion. You lose interest in your work and your side hustle and what you're trying to do. You lose interest even in your personal projects, your hobbies. You become irritable. You have this sense of dread about doing daily tasks. You lay here in the morning in bed and you go, I just don't want to do this. Raise your hand if you're feeling that, or if you have ever felt that. And if you can't see me, I am raising my hand. I have felt that way. So why, as entrepreneurs, why are we prone to burnout? Well, when you're building a business and still managing a full-time 9 to 5 gig, you're always on. I mean, you know what I mean? You're always on. You're either working for your paycheck or you're trying to create the life that you really want to live. And so you're putting in long hours, you're under high stress, and the pressure to perform can really pile up quickly, which leads to burnout. There's also an impact on your health and your business. Believe it or not, there is an impact.
Burnout doesn't just affect your energy and your mood, it can harm your mental health, it can harm your relationships, and ultimately, it will slow down or actually halt your business growth. That feeling of why am I doing what am I doing and what can I do to make it better, that will just overwhelm you, and you just get into this place mentally where you're stuck and you can't move. And then that's the danger zone. You're not moving, you're not doing anything. Let's identify then the root causes of burnout. So if you're looking at this, you're juggling a full-time job. You have personal responsibilities. Maybe you still have young ones at home, or maybe you're taking care of older parents, or you've got other personal responsibilities that you need to take care of. And you have your side hustle. That is a lot of balls that you're juggling, a lot of plates that you have to keep spinning. And what happens is you often are in a position where you have overcommitted your time. If nobody has told you this, or you have been told this, but to have it listened, I want you to listen very carefully, and I am talking to myself as well here. Learn to say no or not now. That will help with ceasing and decreasing that work overload and puts in place those boundaries that helps you establish how I can manage all of those things that I need to do. It's not that you don't want to help. It's not the fact that you don't like that person. You simply don't have the time or the capacity to take it on. Another root cause of burnout is perfectionism and imposter syndrome. Again, I'm raising my hand. I am talking to me. Trying to be flawless and perfect can drain your energy. Fear of not being good enough pushes us to overwork ourselves. We're trying to overcompensate. If I just work harder, I know I'm worthy and I can do this. I'm going to stop us right there. And I say us because I'm talking to me as well. You are worthy. You can do this. You don't have to outwork it. You don't have to push yourself to the point of exhaustion. You've got this. You can do this. And good enough is okay at the sake of not being perfect. You don't have to be perfect to release it. I think you're going to notice that my podcasts are going to get, hopefully, fingers crossed, better as they move along. But I'm releasing them. They're good enough, and we're striving to improve every time. Another root cause and another thing that comes with this is a lack of clear goals or vision. We talk about this all the time. Know your why. When you're unclear on why you're doing something, it's easy to feel frustrated and worn out, and you reach burnout. So keep that why. Why are we doing this? Why am I spinning all of these plates? Keep that vision in front of you. It's a vision board. It's a sticky note. It's something that reminds you, this is why I'm getting up early. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And another cause is isolation and inadequate support. That's why I'm here. This is why I created this community, because if you do this alone, you're going to start having these conversations with yourself. You're going to have a lot of negative talk, and you don't need to be talking to yourself like that. Stop saying those things to yourself. You need to be around a community that builds you up, says, you know what, you've got this. Maybe you just need this tweaked. Have you tried this app, or have you tried this approach? Without a community or a network of supporters, these challenges that we're going to encounter can feel absolutely impossible to overcome. So you don't think, so instead of thinking I'm all by myself, find your people, find a community, find that support. Head over to our From 9 to Thrive, our Escape from 9 to Thrive Facebook group. We've got a great community there. I'm here. Check in. Let's have these conversations. You might think you have to do it all alone, but really you don't. We're all here to help. Now, Strategies for managing burnout. Okay, so we've identified what burnout is, we've identified the root cause of burnout. Let's talk strategies for managing this burnout. We all recognize it. If we've been doing this long enough, you know when you start to encounter burnout and it's like, oh, it's coming on, I can feel it. One of the things that's been working for me is creating a short list of top priorities that I have to get done that week. It's not a list. Where I messed up at in the past was trying to create a list for that week that was 10 things long. There was no way I was ever going to get that done. And then at the beginning of the following week, when I had to move those things forward, I felt like I was a failure because I wasn't getting that stuff done. I just had set myself up because it was never going to get done. Do a short list, 3 things, 2 things. This is what I have to get done. And it then makes it accomplishable, manageable, and then you're able to say, I did this. Forward momentum, forward progress. And when you put together this list, I want you to ask yourself, if I could only accomplish 1 or 2 things this week, what things would I have to finish or accomplish that gives me my biggest impact? And that's going to be different for everybody, depending on your business, where you are. But that's the question to ask. And those are your priorities for the week. We've talked about this before. Use goal setting framework like SMART. Make them specific, make them measurable, make them achievable, make them relevant, and make them time bound. This is what I'm going to do this week, and this is the impact it's going to have. I'm going to harp on this, and it's because I need to keep reminding myself of this. Implementing effective time management. Time blocking. This is the time I'm working on blog posts. This is the time I'm working on social posts. This is the time I'm working on blog ideas. Separate your 9-to-5 job tasks from your personal job tasks, from your side hustle job tasks. Build a schedule around those time blocks. You can use your calendar to block out time, and there's other simple timers you can do. We talked about grabbing a 10-minute or a 15 minutes here or there to knock some things off your to-do list. Whatever works, but make it a conscious effort. If it's not on your calendar, I don't think it's going to get done, because it doesn't get done in my world unless it's on the calendar. I'm going to talk about this and shout it from the mountaintops. Practice self-care and mindful breaks. Build in these mini resets into your day. Go take a short walk. And if it's the middle of winter and you can't get outside, go for a short walk around your office building, around your house. Do a guided meditation. There's all those meditation apps that you can get on your phone. Or do a quick stretch. Something that just shifts what your brain is working on, away from the computer, away from doing that to something else. And I stress something physical, movement, body movement, stretching, something conscious of where you're taking your brain somewhere else. Another thing is I want you to practice is that regular self-care. Go to a spa, get your hair done, get a pedicure, get a manicure, journaling, if that helps you. Whatever is on your list that helps you mentally recharge, physically recharge, and emotionally recharge, I want you to make that a priority, and that goes on your calendar every week. Something that refuels you, that makes you feel complete again. And I want you to, again, create those support systems. Build a team of cheerleaders and accountability partners. It can be family. It can be friends. It can be mentors. It can be like us on From 9 to Thrive, our community. Something that builds you up. If you find people that you encounter, friends or family, that are questioning what you're doing and why are you doing this, as best as you possibly can, limit your time with them, because they will drag you into those self-doubt conversations, and I don't want you to go there. And the things that you can outsource to a virtual assistant or somebody else, I highly recommend doing that. I'm working on this year of creating processes and procedures. So when I'm to that point where I can hire a virtual assistant, I can hand over that task. I've already put in place the steps. This is what you do. This is where you go. And that will take a lot of that mental bandwidth, that burden on your daily task list off of you onto somebody else, and frees you up then to do something that has a bigger impact. If you can afford it and you can, hire somebody to come in and clean your house. I'm telling you, there's nothing I hate more than cleaning my house. I love a clean house, so let me back that up. My house is clean, but I just do not find enjoyment out of cleaning my house. I don't find it relaxing or any of that. And if I could find somebody to come in and clean my house, I would pay them to do the floors, the bathrooms. I can take care of a lot of the other things. It's those weekly tasks that I just don't have the time to do it. And I want you to redefine success and let go of perfectionism. This, again, preaching to the choir here. Shift from I must do everything perfectly to I will do my best and learn as I go. That has been absolutely one of the biggest lessons I am still learning. When I'm learning a new task or a new skill and it's not coming easy, anybody been there? I get frustrated. My frustration level gets up. I get agitated. I get irritable. I snap at people. And it's because I'm frustrated with myself because this isn't coming easy. Nothing, if you haven't done it before, should be easy because you've not done it before. You need to give yourself space that you're doing your best and you're learning as you go. Focus on those small wins and that progress that you're making rather than, I'm not here yet. I haven't reached my final outcome. Focus on what you've done and how far you've come. Stay motivated when you want to quit. Anybody been there and said, oh my goodness, I am so over this? Again, I'm going to reiterate this. Reconnect with your why. Why am I doing this? Write down your core reason for building a business. Is it freedom? Is it the flexibility? Is it your passion? Front and center. You should see this all of the time. Break down your big goals into micro steps and celebrate each tiny victory every time it occurs. A new subscriber. Yay, I got a new subscriber to my email list. A new client. Yay! Or even a piece of positive feedback helps you build that momentum. Celebrate it. Excitement. Do a happy dance. I got a new subscriber. I got a new client. I had somebody say and react positively to something I put on social media. Yay! Ignore the negative. Celebrate the small wins. I want you to visualize your future success. Spend a few minutes each day picturing your ideal life or your business. When you do that, what are you doing? Where are you at? What does it feel like? What do you smell? What is your day going to be like? Where are you going to go next? Visualize that. And that again reiterates back to why are we doing this? Because when I close my eyes, this is what I see. I want you to reward yourself regularly. We get into this mindset that we can only reward ourselves when the big things happen. No, I want you to regularly reward yourself. You are doing amazing, great things. Just keep it up. Plan small treats, experiences like a coffee. Go stop by and buy yourself that coffee instead of making it at home that day because you got a new subscriber. Buy a new book. Go out and have a coffee date with a friend. Reward yourself for doing good things. Now, don't go overboard and take and do rewards that you really can't afford at this point in time, but reward yourself. You did good things. Now you can go get the reward. Don't do the reward and then go do the work. Do the work and then get the reward. Seek inspiration and mentorship. I'm hoping that every morning when we check in with each other, that this is some kind of inspiration for you, gets you motivated, gets you some ideas on how best to approach your day, how to approach your business. And that's what I'm here for. Listen to our podcast, read success stories, follow people that are doing what you want to do. Been there, done that, learn from them. They will tell you all of the things that they should not have done, and they will share them along the way. And they'll remind you that burnout can be overcome, because there isn't a person that I haven't met yet that has not experienced burnout. So let's see if you fall into any of these buckets. I don't think you fall into one completely. I think we spill over into a couple. You have the overachiever. So this person has to overcome burnout by focusing on high impact tasks and delegating the rest. We overcommit. We think we can do it all. We don't need help. We are absolutely the overachiever. So make sure you are focusing on those tasks that can give you impact, and if you can, delegate. Let's look at the perfectionist. Loosening that grip on perfectionism leads to reducing your stress and better creativity in your business. When you focus on, I can't release this until it's perfect, you will never release it because it will never be perfect. Good enough is good enough. Release and let go and loosen that grip on perfectionism, and you will be amazed at how much progress you will make. I've fallen into a lot of each of these buckets. I'm sure a lot of you do too. So make sure you're figuring out, what is my trigger right now? Is it because I'm trying to do too much and I'm overcommitted? Or am I afraid to release this because it's not perfect? And then address how you're going to overcome those. Burnout is common, but it's not a dead end. With the right strategies like we talked about today, prioritizing your tasks, practicing self-care, and connecting with your why, you can stay motivated. I want you to head over to from9tothrive.com. We have lots of tips and strategies on how to escape your 9 to 5 and build a life you really want to live. If you want to have a one-on-one with me, book a coaching session. There's a link over there that you can go ahead and do that. Grab a space on my calendar. Let's talk. Let's see what we can do. I do offer a free mini course on trying to build out that blueprint for escaping your 9 to 5. Walks you through a business plan, walks you through questions that you need to be asking yourself on your business, your idea, and transforming that into something that's not just a side hustle, but your full-time gig. I hope that this has been an awesome transformational Thursday for you. Remember, I want you to be in a position where you are overcoming that burnout and that you are doing all of the things that you can to stay motivated, because I don't want you to quit. Just don't quit. Every day do something, and you will look up one day, a week, a month, 6 months from now, and you will be amazed at the progress you have made. You guys have a great one. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
And that's a wrap on today's Transformational Thursday. I hope you're walking away with some fresh insights on tackling burnout and staying motivated, even on those tough days when quitting feels very, very tempting. Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Just don't stop. Take baby steps, reconnect with your why, and celebrate every win, no matter how small. I'd love to hear about your burnout busting tips, and feel free to share them with me. Let me know. In the meantime, head over to from9tothrive.com. Over there, you can get more inspiration, practical tips, and of course, everything else that you need to create that life that you truly want to live. And hey, if you found value in today's episode, hit that subscribe button so we can keep navigating this entrepreneurial roller coaster together. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember, you've got this. Let's keep thriving one day at a time. Until next time, take care and catch you soon.